All right, THL, we're back. It's Friday, ready for the weekend. So now we're ready for some THL matches. So hopefully you are. I know we are. So I want to introduce a couple of new to me on stream. We're going to have two individuals that have been on an occasion, either as players or a caster or a guest of sorts. We're going to start with Eternal. Welcome, Eternal. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
You got it. Thanks for spending some time with us as well, helping cast a couple matches tonight. And then we got all the way over from Amsterdam / the Netherlands themselves, 2 a.m. Master Bouncy Night. How you doing?
I'm doing great, and very looking forward to this match to cast, and it's gonna be an exciting match.
Yeah. So we're gonna open up with a Hero Series with some great players there. The board member Based Inc. She's representing her team, Based. So, which stands for, it doesn't roll right off the tongue for me. So it's Ballers and Slatters Enjoy Dabbing versus Super Chicken Let Them Cook, which is captained by Diamond. So we did have the bands roll through, so that part's out of the way. So that just leaves up some quick discussion between Eternal and Bouncy Night of what the remaining classes are. So I'll let you guys take it away.
Yeah, from the Balers and from Based, the DK is over the Druid and the Rogue, and expecting that would be you have one Rogue, the Miracle Rogue, of course, with the location, just making big boys.
I do not see the bands on my thing.
That's okay. The DH is banned for both, so.
Okay, that explains, because I am seeing on like my little spreadsheet that I have on the side, like DH did look like a pretty contentious band.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they ban both, and I think they have the same lineup, and only the one of Druid and the one of Priest.
Yep.
And I do hope it's Control Priest, because Control Priest is a fun deck to see and to cast. And the Druid is probably just going to be the Hero Power Druid.
Could be.
Or Big Druid. It could also be Big Druid, right? It's been seeing a bit of play as well. Though I don't know if it's as good. Is it as good in High Legend compared to other ranks?
I am not an Highlander player, so I really don't know.
So big Druid versus that's going up against Tony Druid. I don't have anything else for Priest. Control Priest is like Big Druid's 48. This on HSR for Legend is 48.3. So for the Priest is favored in that one.
It can be Undead Priest as well.
Yeah.
Shadow Undead Priest, and that's. I think that is a really good deck as well. The Undead Priest. I expect it would be the Undead Priest, because it's more consistent, and definitely because they also banned both the Demon Hunter and Control Priest. I think it would be favored against the Demon Hunter mostly of the times.
Yep. So any guesses on what Rogue's going to be? Or do we need guesses?
Miracle, right? It has to be Miracle, right?
Yeah.
Secret Rogue, maybe?
There we go.
That would be awesome, but yeah, I think it's Miracle Rogue.
I mean, the thing is, if Miracle Rogue is brought, like, it has a pretty decent matchup. Like, it has a 50-50 against Blood Death Knight, but that, like, the rest of the spread for Based, it's kind of little wonky. So I imagine worst case scenario, Base is gonna leave Miracle Rogue up for like maybe last, and have the other decks carry.
Mm-hmm. Well, the players are ready to go. If you guys are ready to go, so
yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, so
Same here.
First to spectate for our viewers out there, you're going to see Super Chicken at the bottom of your screen. And then we're going to have Based at the top of the screen. So I'll let the players know that they can go. So, yeah. So the question is, who comes out with what win?
I really don't know. I really don't. I think Super Chicken have some edge with if it's Control Priest. If it's Control Priest, they have some edge because it can really do some damage against the Druid and the Rogue. And I think
Yeah.
they're also both starting with the DK because DK is just
Yeah.
so strong at the moment.
Yeah. Control Priest looks really good actually in this particular matchup.
Yeah,
It really looks good. It can basically beat at least like outside of Miracle Rogue. Um, like Control Priest looks pretty solid across the board.
All right, so now we're just waiting for some eyeballs to show up on the client. Hopefully soon. It's been kind of funny lately. There we go. Super Chicken's eyeballs up. There we go. So we're Super Chicken's first, Based second. All right. Surprise.
And it's the priest.
Going into the priest. It's Undead Priest. It's not the Control Priest against the Miracle Rogue.
Yep. So Based with the Miracle Rogue and Super Chicken with the Undead Priest.
I mean, I see a really good curve here for Super Chicken. I see a 1,
Yeah.
2, 3 here, and
1, 2, 3. Like, there's no way you don't keep this hand, right?
I don't. I think you keep everything, right? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
to keep
it's
everything.
definitely a keep.
And for base, I think it's.
I feel like you want to toss out all of them.
Yeah, you really want to have some. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah,
Okay,
we get the graveyard.
That's much better.
Okay.
Oh,
wow!
The Super Chicken didn't think the way we did.
That's a really good hand on both sides.
Yeah, this
coin
2-drop, and yeah, both have a really good hand. Looking for some draw, I guess, here with the. Oh no, they're just going spam first. I don't want to go on board, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So we go another 2-drop, maybe hero power. Want to go hero power, and then we would hit face for 3. I don't think there's a way. I don't think you. Or you can trade.
You could trade. Yeah. I mean, I would go. I would like ping as well, but yeah, location here, of course, and then.
Sinstone on 3. That's fine. Like a lot of it is stock standard stuff.
Yeah, this
from both sides.
Playing your mana. But this is already looking very scary because Rogue needs some time to. Okay, that's really good on top of it. Now the concussion is free, of course, because of the mana why he's played. No draw. Well, look.
Oh, definitely good. He got the hazy, so he's setting up for a Sinstone play.
Okay, so.
What do you take here?
Door of Shadows. To get an extra spell later. Let's see what you get here out. Another Door of Shadows. Okay.
How? A door into another door.
But this is looking very scary already for the priest.
It is. Like
because
that's a 7/7 ghost right now.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make it an 80? Apparently we are.
I mean,
that was a really solid turn. A 9/9 on turn 4.
Yeah, like, and I don't
this
see.
This is gonna be very painful for Super Chicken.
You need to find something. Okay, that can work. I think.
Okay.
I mean, the 9/9 he can't clear the 9/9 yet.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other hand, this turn is
He's
gonna
gonna take a lot of
be
damage.
yeah. But also the hand of base is getting empty now, and not a lot of refill. And Super Chicken have a big hand, and he can deal with the 9 this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not anymore now.
I don't know
Yeah,
how you come back from this.
yeah. This is gonna be spells gonna be expensive here, and you only draw spells. Oof. Taking away a 3/2 and
Yeah, and even and like he also has the Krakatoa. Base also has the Krakatoa in hand. So
it's looking like base is gonna get this with first win.
yes, it is. It's really hard for me to find a line where like that Super Chicken comes back. And with
Just trade,
Krakatoa,
yeah.
boom, boom, boom,
Going face with
everything to
everything
the
and
face.
yeah. This is game.
Yeah,
There is no card that can come back from this.
and this is the problem with Undead Priest versus Miracle Rogue. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
vulnerable to a lot of its removal.
If you get a big board, then it's almost over every time. So yeah, 1-0 for based, and so he's gonna play rogue again, and
Yep, she's
super super chicken coming back with going for the mirror, or is it gonna be the DK? I don't know which DK it is, of course, and if it's control DK, a blood DK, I think he's coming back with the control DK, but otherwise it's gonna be a mirror. And it is the deadline this week coming back. It's control. No, is it control? Yeah. Uh, only neutral. We don't see the gems yet. Okay, no, it's the unholy. I totally forgot that's also a thing. And the hand of base doesn't look very good at the moment.
This is a very interesting hand from the Death Knight side.
Yeah,
Uh,
from okay, he can do something now, but the hand of base is not looking that good at the moment. But on the
mhm.
other hand, just getting the location of 3 and this hand looks much better out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Look,
he got the 3 mana potion. Shadow Step into another. What did he get?
I hope he will get some draw right.
Oh
Ooh.
my god, it's another 3 mana. I mean 3 damage potion.
And I think he'd rather have some draw here because yeah, his hand is looking very clunky now. Okay, that's a really good draw, good drop, like a throw drop, getting it out extra. He's taking the
Then,
board very fast. He's setting up for a 4 mana and he
mhm.
can clear something, of course. He can clear.
Yeah,
Okay, that can.
and like this.
This hand it looks so.
We go. I guess we can't. I don't know if we go prep
Prep, I think you have to.
into the potion.
You have to clear something.
Yeah, and you're gonna get a
Both
lot
fate.
of value off of Putricide.
You really are hoping some draw.
Mm-hmm.
No draw. Is he gonna shadow step it? The first put aside, I think.
Do you?
And
I mean,
again,
yeah. I mean, you can probably Shadow Step it if you want
no.
to, but
But
he
again,
doesn't. He chooses not to.
and again, not a draw. Yeah,
You know,
he's
he's
gonna clear
gonna
it.
go trade into the Putricide.
And Rogue really needs a really good card out of this.
Yes. Come on. What do we get? What do we get?
Okay,
Oh, okay. That's
it's
a
a rush.
start.
This is not bad. He can get back on the board. This is always
Mm-hmm.
post belt, right? Yeah.
Potion Belt, and then
Get some towns. So
yeah, we got some taunts, and like we're going, and like this is a good stabilizing board for now.
This
And
is
then we
just
go.
playing Pozek right.
Can we play Pozic here?
I think you will. Just getting more on board. You want to get him on board and setting up for Lito with the Grave Strength.
Hmm. And he has 3 corpses currently, Super Chicken.
Yeah,
So
and you also know that the hand of base is not big anymore. Of course, he got the potion belt now, but so he probably get some draw now. Yeah, he's going for it.
yes.
I like this.
Mm-hmm. And this is what I like about Pozic is like it feels like it's a bit of a disruption tool because it forces your opponent to make very awkward decisions.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I mean, he's whatever. He's just going face now. And think going for the face plan. Yeah, it's rush.
Mm-hmm.
Playing the 2-1. Yeah, I like this because the 5-4 cannot be killed, and next turn he can just play, and he got some 3-3s now.
So we go Ravager on curves, try and see if we can get more stuff.
I think I think he want to go for some more. He want to clear some towns. He want to get
Yeah,
some.
I don't know if I like these options. Oh, patchwork. Never mind. What am I
That
saying?
was always good. That was insane. I mean, it doesn't play that lots of minions, of course. Oh, still the location. I think you're gonna start with potion belts here, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually like the potion belt here. See what you can get off of it. Especially if you can get a hazy. You can set up for a stenographer turn. But he chooses not to.
This is
Alright.
good. Okay,
Ravager.
yeah, just get some hands. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Murlocula. Mermy.
You get some one up and just trade the 4-3 right away. Right, yeah. So okay, there's the location. That can be no draw. Okay, there it is. Conviction.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
I like it. I like this play. And maybe get the graveyard set up
Yeah.
for
Set
next
up for
turn.
next turn and hope you can go pop off. But
Yes.
yeah, we already see, of course, the answer of the big boy. Patchwork
Mm-hmm.
can do a lot of jobs there.
And now Murlocula is infused. So
I think you're just going to play the Rubiums. Ooh, so
obliterate? Obliterate?
obliterate. Oh,
Aw,
I would
I'm
always
sad.
choose obliterate for the big boy, right?
I would
Because
have. He's gonna
the only,
set up for
I mean, Corpus Explosion is always okay.
yeah.
Some interesting choices here because the only way Rogue is winning this most of the time is just getting one big boys. And
Mm-hmm.
obliterate's just done. But on the other hand, you can make a big board of Scorch. So, yeah. Scorch is always so very good. You can just spam it next to it and get the big board.
Yes.
Ooh, Rogue have some. Gonna
I
get
probably
some
would have.
board clips. Oh, I would have picked up some that you can play to get the big
What did
boy.
he pick up? I didn't catch it very well.
He picked up the
Kravatoa.
Predator.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
I would have done the
Okay.
either concoctor but you know.
I mean, this is going to be a big boy. Oh wait, this is insane.
Oh my
Get some
god.
value. Yeah, this getting some value. Getting some
He's gonna get
value.
so much value. His base is gonna get so much value off of this.
Yeah, this is the region that would have liked the obliterate because now you can play the squad and you hope for some taunt, but this there's not really a way to clear the big boy now, except Patchwork hoping to snipe it.
And
This is
look at
scary,
all those
scary
potions.
board. Yeah, scary board. Getting some. It was a really big turn for base.
This is where the part where I would have just taken the obliterate earlier.
Yeah, or the
Because you
explosion. That's
need
the
something.
second choice. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, are you going for the
Because you need a way to deal with the ghost.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can get for the scores now and just hope and pray you get something
Come
very good.
on, what do we get?
I mean, it's
Okay,
not a bad board,
I
but
guess.
A little bit of roll, low roll.
yeah, no time, no rush, and the 6-5 can do
But
something,
like,
but
what do you do now? Like,
yeah, I'm really
he's in an awkward. Super Chicken's in an awkward position right now. And now this Krabatoa can come down and trade with a few of the minions.
yeah.
Like, if I'm based, I'm really happy with this.
I think there was a very low, no time, not good, a very low health
Hmm.
minions, not really big minions, scary minions,
Yeah.
except the 6-5 and the 6-6. That's looking a little bit scary, but still, the big the big boy from base is gonna survive, and still not really a way for Super Chicken to clear it. And they have, of course, two graves that can do a lot of damage. I don't know if he doesn't clear. This is lethal. This is lethal, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is
It has to
lethal.
be lethal.
Yeah.
I don't see a way the unholy
Never count, just
DK
go.
can.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Big lethal.
Actually, never
Very,
mind.
very,
I'm
very
wrong.
dead. He's very, very dead.
Yikes. Okay, Unholy DK takes game two. Off of a really strong double whatever that buff double buff. Never,
Yeah, the
never count
grave.
out double buffs, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. It's always scary, of course, when you know the card is grave, the wrist, and then you have a big board. But yeah, you cannot deal with everything, and he didn't get the much draw, of course, base. So,
Yeah,
and I think we're now going for the DK mirror. If it and probably not the same DK. No, yeah.
DK
So
mirror. So which runes are we gonna see?
okay,
And
it, it
and
is a
it's
mirror.
unholy.
It's both unholy, so it's an stack mirror. Nice. Also,
Uh,
yeah, I like this.
mhm.
We see a one draw for both hands.
Yes,
I see I see a two for base, not yet for. I mean, I see a two to play
I
turn
see it
as well.
too for
Yeah.
the
Ooh,
for chicken.
are you going to point out here? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, this is just too good to not do it. So, but yeah, base was also a really good curve.
yes. And then like next turn, you can just hit based for I believe seven. Seven? No, yeah, seven.
He's going face. Yeah, and he's just gonna clear this with Plague Strike.
Press the yeah. We go play, or you can just press the button and go for seven.
I mean, I think you want to have the board right here very fast. And if you Plague Strike the 2-2, you get a 3-2 rush. So you have,
Yes.
yeah, I like this.
Okay. This is probably the better tempo play. See, this is why they're playing and I'm not.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. From Guardian. That's all three looking very good cards.
Frost Strike, I suppose.
You got
Do you
another
want
discover.
Frost, or do you value like the explosion? Like, okay, we're going Frost Strike. All
Yeah,
right.
discover another rune and
Oh
just clear.
God,
Ooh,
Frost
Ooh,
Queen looks
Sindragosa.
Sarian.
tempting. Yeah,
The
That's
Sarian
very
Queen.
tempting.
but you got to uncurve.
Okay, that's a
Vizier.
good step back. The Scorch.
Uh, what do we choose here? I
I, li-
guess
I
a
like the
blood
Scorch.
boil. Do you like the blood boil?
I mean, you want to get on board, and with his hands, yeah, I mean, he can play next to him, Posek. I mean, you can go in for the same strat as last time and going for the scores and just end it with after that.
Yeah.
Is there any bad thing for harmonic metal? Because you got
I mean,
your next
I've
turn.
never played with harmonic metal, so it's very difficult for me to say.
Yeah. I mean, a very big board, of course. So
Yeah,
I think all three. I think all three cards were a good choice to pick. But they choose the scores because they think just going big and end it out of nowhere.
And we go the Pozic. So now it's time to make our opponent's turns awkward because of it.
I think.
Actually,
You're gonna play one and just try to trade it to two, yeah.
and
And this is
then
gonna be a teacher's turn.
it's a really
I
good
think.
board on based side.
Ooh,
Nice. School teacher, what do we get? Ooh, okay. These are some good options. We can go
I like the
Plague
play
Strike,
strike.
Plague Strike, and then we take out the
Two, two,
to the 2/3. Uh,
and
then we trade with Thessarian.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is a nice blind fang, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like the blind fang very much. First,
Yeah.
Audibot, yeah.
Like, Life Hang will only be like doing, will be for 3, but it's still worth it, honestly, because you are
Really
making a
lots. Yeah, in this kind of matchups.
sticky board. This is a very sticky board from Blightfang.
Yeah, and we see again the boat, the turn 7 and turn 8 play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Grave Strength bookends.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Grave
That
Strength.
That looks scary, and I like the teacher here. Let's see what you get out of the teacher.
But it doesn't look like base is considering the
Okay.
teacher. And not considering the teacher.
You can clear it. You can clear the most of the boards, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can clear all of the board and getting a count as well. And then it all depending on how big the score is going to be. And even if the board is cleared, we already see the Lord Morrogar for another big board that's going to be very hard to clear. So this is looking very good for base to get in. And yeah, this is squatting and pray.
Let's see, what do we get? What do we get?
No
I
taunts.
mean, this is GG, right?
Yeah.
This is one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very.
I don't know. I don't think.
18 versus 19. They just, yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
wow. One off with the board state right now.
So close.
I'm gonna trade and just play in teacher and see for another little. Ooh, that was scary. If he should have attacked with 2-2 maybe first. If it gets sniped, it was.
Oh.
And now we also see the grave strength, so you need to clear this board a lot because you don't want to get killed with the grave strength. So he's training as much as possible.
And even if your stuff dies, like, look how many corpses you're gaining. And the Lord Marrogar comes into play, making the corpses nice and big and buffy as guff.
So he's got also a really good spread of the buffs.
Yes, really good spread. We take those.
This clears the board and
we take those.
Yeah.
She did well on that turn. Base did well on that turn.
That game.
Yeah, that is game.
So 2-1 for base now, and Rogue is the only deck left, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Now. So that's a really good position for our base to be in. We just saw the reason why.
Especially because Rogue, as I said earlier, as I said before, has a very weird matchup spread. Like a lot of unfavorables into
Fizzle.
the
Wait, this is looking very. I see a very fun card. Fizzle.
Fizzle.
I love
Take
that.
take a picture. It'll last longer.
Yeah.
If anybody caught the trios match there last Saturday, that was pretty entertaining with Blood DK versus Rogue with Fizzle involved. That was uncanny.
So we see good. Yeah, this is just playing the connector. Yeah. The only thing missing here is the location for Rogue, and then he can go pep off. But we're also again seeing the Pozic to make some awkward turns for Super Chicken, of course. Oh, that's a really good top deck. And that's not going for the draw. I want to get some board, yeah.
Do you want the three damage or the? I guess the draw is fine, right? 3 damage. Okay, I guess we're going 3 damage.
When I play Rogue, I will mostly always going for the draw if you don't have the location, because for that location, you're really hoping for getting some good high roll out of the concussion, of course. But
I see where we're going.
Yeah,
Coin,
okay.
coin.
Yeah.
Then yep, we're killing that. Getting another potion. Ghoulish alchemist later. No.
Okay, that's some sex damage, I guess. Getting two good drops, 3 drops.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
This is a very good turn. But also, it's also all in almost now. He really needs getting some draw very fast now because his hand is looking empty.
Yeah.
He can draw with draw of potions, of course, but oh yeah.
If only we had the Sinstone graveyard to create a big ghost.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with Rogue, of course. Without
that would like be the chef's kiss right there.
Yeah. No Blightfang. Oh, I was expecting a Blightfang. I mean,
well, not a lot of great options, and you can't really kill anything.
That's a good option.
I mean, outside of that.
Now you can kill the Putterside, right? Yeah. And I think you don't want to give him more tools to come back now because he needs some draw very fast.
All right, good. We got rid of the future sight.
Okay, so we get some. Okay, there it is.
Oh my God, it's the Sinstone graveyard. If only he had it last turn.
Are you just gonna do this turn, just play the graveyard and do nothing, and just and trade the 1/2, I guess, and just go favor the 1/1 and just say next turn I'm gonna pop off and hope I get something good, because if you whiff on a 3-cost main and get a really bad hand, then you are in a very awkward position, because we're gonna see I think the Pozic next turn from based.
Yes, and that's gonna make things very worse. Because getting like a
okay.
prep.
Okay. Ooh, he's just going for a bot now. I hope he gets some good drop.
Yes, but
Fizz.
oh my God, Fizzle.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to wait for just one more turn and just play the graveyard here.
Shout out to Vicious Syndicate for reminding us why Fizzle is bait.
Okay, but Glacier Adventure, and then he's just fighting for board, of course, because that's what we need to do.
Mm-hmm. Astalor?
Yeah.
I think you might as well go with the Astalor. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that is.
So this hand, yeah, now just Pozic.
Pozic.
To drop and
the hand is much more awkward.
I mean, you can play now 2-3 drops.
Yes. but then you're still like not making a really
and that's also not the top deck
big
you want.
ghost.
Yeah, but that's you really need some draw now to get some big hand. To get some big hand.
Yeah.
This is also
Mhm.
really looking at a really good Bright Fang.
A
And then we
3/3
see the,
ghost.
oh yeah, I think you just go play everything now. Hero
Mhm.
power first, then play the two guys. So yeah,
Mhm.
so get some. Even if this gets cleared, you have a big Lord Morogar.
This is good. This is a
Yeah.
really big. This is good, actually a really good swing turn.
I'm just gonna trade and just
Just
don't take it.
trade.
Yeah.
Just trade with everything.
Oh no, he's just
Why
saying.
not? We'll just smork him. We'll just smork
Two
him.
towns. I do understand that. I mean, but it's still rogue, and rogue can do very big rogue things and clear this. And then, I mean, if he clears it, of course, you have the the lords, of course. So yeah, okay, that's not that's not the card he was looking
Oh my
for.
god.
There was a big yikes.
Yes.
And he could trade, so it's not lethal yet, but
Not yet.
a grave would be lethal.
That was really good. I'm glad Super Chicken saw that line.
Make some
But
trades before you play the lord.
Based has a Lord Malgar waiting in the wings.
No hero power first. Oh, I would go for the hero power for just one extra buff. But I mean, this is over,
I
right?
mean, it's over now.
It's very over, yeah.
Yeah.
Based,
fast.
based with her win tonight. That's good.
Not yeah. One could argue that was a pretty. That win was pretty based.
Yeah.
Biased with a yeah, so it's based without the eye. Gotcha.
So yeah, a very fast 3-1. They played very fast.
Congratulations. Congratulations to Based. And I guess, given how quick that game was, I guess we have time for an interview.
I'm just gonna ask them, but I think they might just jump into the legacy match and then try and do interviews next.
I guess it makes sense. No need to. Yeah.
So I'll just double check and see what they want to do. But
Yeah, you can always just check. You never know.
I gotta go because I'm not gonna match this.
yeah, no worries.
Yeah, it's
Thanks.
very late. But,
All right,
thanks for having me here, and yeah,
you got it.
have a nice time and have a nice day.
Yeah, you have a good sleep at 3 a.m. So close to 3 a.m. Take care.
I would. Thank you.
All right, so base
Now it's time.
needs about 5 minutes, so we'll just switch over and do the old legacy. So I'm just getting that switched over. So congrats to Based on her win for Hero Series 3-1 win. I'm just trying to figure out what the points would be. So that's what. So if Neji won his match, that would have been 6-4 with Based winning tonight. It would have been, my math is bad, 8-7, depending on Justin's wins, or if he gets swept. That's to be determined. So
Yeah,
if
it's a very important series.
Yeah, they're let them cooks got to get a win, and ballers are trying to get 2-0 for the season. So see what happens after that. So, but on to Legacy, we have. Just got to switch this over. So bans are going to be again. DH is banned.
DH.
So
you don't like not ban DH, right?
That's exactly right. So DH is off the board, so that makes Super Chicken and his S24 5v5 Legacy Clown contestants start with a DK, Priest, and a Rogue.
Rogue.
Yeah. Versus Base Inks and her team that Geranium Battle captains. And that's the Albatrosses or Albatrosses, whichever way you want to say it. play mistakes. So
Alba
try, Albi something. So
We've turned this stream into a thesaurus lesson.
yeah, or tongue twister, whichever way you want to view it. But yeah, so yeah, so base comes in with DK, Paladin, and Rogue. So if anybody saw the hero match, could be similar decks for DK and Rogue. So being Miracle and Undead. Sorry, Unholy.
With the exception of Paladin.
Right. So the hiccup is Priest versus Paladin. So see what happens now. Trying to think. Yeah, they still need a couple more minutes. So what do you think they're going to end up starting with?
I'm looking at like the spread between these two. I can see like DK being a big consideration as the lead. On base side, Paladin doesn't look like it has a very strong spread against Super Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I see lots of red, especially for pure Paladin. And yeah, I can't see you not wanting to start DK in this series.
Right.
But
since this is Conquest, which was different than what our viewers may have seen with Hero, with being last hero standing, it's basically once they win with that class, then they have to move on to the next class. So
yep. And everyone's favorite format.
that's right. So yeah, still waiting for Based for her to get back, and Super Chicken. I just waiting for them to respond to see what.
I can definitely see it being an uphill battle for Based because DK literally has a favorable matchup spread versus Super Chicken's classes. Like Paladin, if it's pure, which I assume it's going to be pure, we never know. It's closed list, but like it's really only good against Control Priest.
Right. So I guess that's the only catch.
The rest is like red, and even match up with Undead Priest, assuming Super Chicken brings that again, and Miracle is red. So it's gonna be hard. That's all I'm gonna say.
But they have two expert players, typically in the higher echelon of the 1 seeds. So we'll see where their play is based. And Super Chicken are currently at the 2 seeds, but above them is Neji Boston for Super Chicken side and Lotus Knight for base side. So some great big players on that side too. So only go as high as 550 in the THL series for Legacy and Hero. But we know for all-time stat stuff, it's they're much higher than that.
A lot higher.
All right. Okay, so they are in game right now. So for our viewers, you're going to see us have Based at the bottom of the screen. She'll be there, so it'll be first to spectate for Eternal and myself. So, and Super Chicken will be at the top of the screen. So good luck again to both players. And we open up with Rogue for Based. So she's same, Miracle Rogue, and we got Super Chicken. Just not letting me see the card, so I can't see what.
Same here. Yeah, I can't see the cards either.
So we got to back out and then go back in. So stay tuned, folks. All right. Get our hat to fix this once he's in action. Nope, no cards yet. So try again in a second. We just didn't want to miss the mulligans here. So. All right. Okay, so now we do have the cards, so it's definitely undead for Super Chicken. Sorry, unholy.
Yes.
Unholy.
So what would you say is? I guess I go Sinstone on 3, the usual.
Yep.
Miracle shenanigans.
Then you can go off.
Yeah, you like Based has a really good hand to just wreck unholy DK.
All right.
Okay. Turns out no, like we're not going to some graveyard play.
Hard thinking. I'm not sure what she's thinking of, because I mean, you got to get rid of the.
You want to get rid of the battlefield necromancer. That's
that's what I was gonna say.
That can get annoying.
You got to punch through taunts first. Yeah. So that's what she's focusing on. So.
Nice. That is really good. That was a really good snipe from the purple potion.
The purple people eater.
Oh yeah, there's a team. There's a team by that name, huh?
Yes.
Concoctor, see what we get. Hazy is good for Sinstone plays. Oh yes, I am really happy with this turn so far.
Wow.
Yeah. Because now you got Sinstone, then Hazy, then discounted Hazy, technically speaking, and then into whatever base decides to put into play.
Yep. With the Jara active.
And now, how do you get rid of these taunts?
You pull a Gigafin with the Colossal.
Let's see.
Growth is
well,
good.
That's if Gigafin's hungry enough for that.
Yeah.
Wild growth, okay. Okay.
Snap Acorn, yep. Base with the Super Chicken with the Grave Strength, but not a lot of.
Grave Strength it could deal so much damage here. It can threaten lethal, I believe, right?
Pretty close, yeah.
It's like
he's got 9 on the board right now.
You either have to try and break this board or I win.
9 on the board currently. 4, 6, 8. Yeah, actually 11 right now. Unless he already attacked, but I don't. No, it's 2-3 didn't attack yet because it was shoved on the board.
But I don't think you cared that Pozic made your hand very awkward, right?
Nope. Because you're going Colossus.
Yes.
Preparation.
Preparation.
Oh, look at that! We can say Preparation H because H for horn. So there you go. And Gigafin. Oh my god.
Gigafin.
Oh, that is.
You know what? I think the Blizzard client heard your prayers for Gigafin and just said, you know what? We're gonna script this.
Yeah. Let's just throw that in there. The request was granted, so yeah.
And a Shadow Step.
Oh my goodness!
So you can Shadow Step. You Shadow Step Gigafin, and then what? You can Shadow Step the appendage, so then they can't. No, Shadow Step Gigafin, so they can't get it back.
Right.
That is really good then. And all that without playing Sinstone Graveyard.
Who needs it? You got Gigafin. Hey?
You got a headless Murloc now.
Yes.
I don't know how that feels. Like being attacked by like one half of a Murloc Like, is that even physically possible?
Well, Crazed Alchemist is all right.
Yep.
Icy Touch. Gets it within reach at least. Oh, Concoction
Yes.
is nice. Do you throw your graveyard out now? After?
I guess you can. Double Hazy's good.
Throw that out there.
Like, yeah, that's definitely. Yeah. Uh,
Oh, goodness.
okay, I guess. What do we choose?
Shadow is...
Shadow? But then won't that kind of be a little bit obvious? So
Deadly Point. Yeah, well, so that's what I was just about to say. It was just, that's a little
yeah,
bit more...
so they'll definitely. Okay, I guess we're not.
She's
I
going
guess we
big.
really don't need this. We don't need the graveyard, I guess.
Nope. Graveyard's not needed. Not required. So this
Because
puts
also
Super...
because Super Chicken has a very
Yeah.
empty hand.
And Super Chicken has no weapons, so it was kind of a
Yeah.
useful card for base for her to take.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving right along. So does
I
Super...
noticed, like, I would make that mistake too, like where I would like just take the card I know I'm gonna use. So like, that's the tricky part about that one drop. Banjosaur! We're playing big dinosaurs.
Wow,
Extra crab.
that should pretty much seal the deal for
Yep.
Death Knight, unfortunately, for Super Chicken.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it has a pretty decent matchup against Death Knight, especially if it's like unholy.
Yep. Another spell.
And
yeah, this is just...
yeah, Cold Neophyte gonna make Super Chicken's life more miserable.
5-cost grave.
I don't want a 5-cost grave. I want an exploding portrait at this point.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's what we knew was
Yeah,
going to happen.
that
So
game. He sees the line and Miracle Rogue takes it.
So, faced with
So what do you queue up next? What would you queue up next if you're in based shoes?
probably DK myself, but
Probably also the Unholy. It's like, assuming that's what based brought to this.
yeah, if she brought that one, then maybe mirroring the same as what happened in Hero. So
It's likely.
oh, it's Paladin. Okay, so she brought out Paladin.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting. And it's big Paladin. Yeah, it looks like a big Paladin list to me.
Never seen big Paladin, so.
Well, you don't really see it at like higher ranks. So I'm interested in seeing how she pilots Mermy. Okay, pretty standard stuff. Standard Paladin stuff coming from the Paladin side. Battlefield Necromancer on 2, get the taunt.
Wow. Boogie down.
Boogie down.
There's an annoying...
And really good pulls from it too.
Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Definitely needed to trade there. Definitely have to trade there.
Yep.
And now, how do you get rid of the Necromancer? I mean, I guess you go... No. Carol wouldn't work. Oh, but base is considering the Carol.
No,
I guess you go Shusef into Boogie Down.
We'll see what she does. I don't know if they have any more one cost cards in their hand, because that's not Oh, it's not. Okay, so the finale, I just read the card, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Servant
we're
comes out.
going. Oh. What do you take here? The sunfish?
Sunfish is good. Spotlight would be interesting.
Because like you can always go Cariel into sunfish.
That's Leadrin there, the Blood Matriarch.
Yeah,
Leadrin. Yeah.
Leadrin. Oops.
It's
I got
okay.
my waifus mixed up.
That's okay. Just see the character
You know what?
myself, and I had to double look. It's like, is that? Yeah. Oh no, that's Leadrin.
This is how you know like the rotation affected me so heavily inside.
Me
I
too.
lost my waifu.
It's all good. So best buds, I can't even say that. Miracula.
Molocula.
Merlocula. There you go. Merlocula
It's
partners.
okay.
Ooh,
Okay, so we have to deal with this board.
class action lawyer is pretty good.
Yeah, to start, class action lawyer silences. Wait, no, reduces one of the taunts to 1/1.
I was thinking the 4/5s. Take the.
Or the 4/5s. Yeah, definitely the life steal's a pain.
See what base
Like,
does.
you do still definitely want to have to get rid of the Battlefield Necromancer. It's actually causing a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm. The 1/3s are causing a headache. So base taking a quick step back. So we know the sunfish is coming down because it's going to have a taunt plus the divine shield, so it's going to be a little bit rough to get through.
Yes. Okay, deciding not to go Cariel into Sunfish, which I guess you do not want to lose the Divine Shield if you're stabilizing, so I think it's a good play. But you have a lot of options on Super Chicken's side.
Yeah. Grave Strength would be good here too, I think. Maybe.
Oh, he Super Chicken's just gonna trade away and like just grind down based.
Yep. Keep the board small and
Like,
just you can't deal with.
This is what happens with Paladin decks. Like if they're not allowed to develop anything, like this is the state that you're in.
Yep.
And unfortunately, Unholy Death Knight is really good at keeping sticky boards into play.
Yep. Poke. Finally get those two troublesome boards.
All right, good. Finally, we're getting somewhere actually with the Paladin.
We got Leviathan on the back end too, so.
Yeah. Too bad this isn't a wild match. Otherwise, I would have loved to see a Cariel hero portrait on 8.
Yeah. Go for the Swarm Guard. Yeah. Okay. Mermy. Get rid of this board.
Now, let's see. Where do we... I guess we go Leviathan. You kind of have to slam it down.
Yep. Take care of the 4/1 and the 3/4. Or the 2/5. 2/5 you can't. That's a double hit. Ooh.
Hand of a Doll.
Oh, Countess. Or Light Ray.
Countess or Light Ray? Which one do you want?
Light Ray is probably what got taken, I think.
Yeah, it did. It was Light Ray.
In my name.
Okay.
GG.
GG, indeed.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. Like, this is And yeah, I don't know how you come. Like, I guess what's the next queue up for Super Chicken? Now that Unholy Death Knight is.
Could be Rogue.
Yeah, it could be.
Because if
I mean, Rogue
base,
also gives Paladin a hard time too.
yeah, I had a feeling base would come out with she would come out with the DK. So, and it's Rogue
Yeah.
for Super Chicken.
Ooh, and it's a Frost Death Knight. And yeah, this is a pretty straightforward mulligan here. Although I probably would have kept the Bonebreaker, but it doesn't matter anyways because Base got it back.
Boomerang.
Like, no.
Do you hit or
yeah.
save? Nope, save. Okay.
I mean, I don't think it really matters if you save it or not because you're still gonna just do deal 2 damage whether you trade or not.
I guess just something worth to hit. Probably the other.
Yeah. Foul
Double
egg.
eggs.
I'm hungry.
It's protein. I don't know if you like the protein with beaks in it, but that would be pretty gross.
And fan of knives. Okay, I see. The fan of knives into Ghastly.
Mm-hmm.
So probably looking for something.
Yeah, one of the locations.
Concoctor, what is you get?
Slimy.
It's slimy. Green potion.
Potion belt, maybe.
That potion belt looks really tempting.
Yep.
I would have actually yeah. But we'll see. Actually, potion belt or Krakatoa could be really good either way.
Mm-hmm. Tough choice for chicken. I mean, even Shadow Step to get the concoctor if you wanted to cycle that back in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are really good options. What would you do if you were in this position?
I'd probably grab potion belt myself. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And go back for more.
And
okay.
stenographer.
Yep.
I think he's setting up for like a really insane turn 5 pop off.
Stenographer coming down right now? Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, you still have to deal with the fact that like those freaking eggs.
Yeah, you pop an egg, you get a 3/3 popping out of it, so. Teacher or Nerubian?
School teacher? Yeah, I'd go with the school teacher. I'm okay with that. And then we can draw a weapon here. Maybe if we're lucky, we got a Might of Menethil.
Horn coin Nerubian?
But yeah, horn. Okay, yeah, I can see that line being possible. Like
nope. Bump in the 4-2, okay. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, base saying if you're not gonna crack my egg, I'll crack it for you.
Very good.
Door of Shadows. And a serrated bone spike too. Too bad, like none of base stuff can be targeted, which is very unfortunate. But I don't think that really matters much.
Some draw for Super Chicken. Double draw. Yep.
We like yellow potions, okay?
Wow.
Well,
a little lackluster.
told me I'll fight.
Well, just in time,
Cosmos
actually.
Fury. Now, do we go Posic? Or do we want to discover with Vizier?
Vizier
Oh,
twice,
that
maybe.
question.
Howling Blast is good. Dark Transformation might be interesting too.
Yeah,
4/5.
very true. What would you take? What would you take Dark Transformation for? Like, what would you look to transform
Well, your
like
2/2, you could probably,
into?
yeah,
Like,
if you could. I
what would
don't.
you transform it into?
It'd be a 4/5. That's what it'd
And then,
transform it to. Yeah.
okay,
But you'd lose the. I don't know if you could because of the anti-magic shell in it. I'd never done it. So
yeah. Neither have I.
anyway,
Uh,
Super Chicken looking pretty rough right now. Trying to manage.
yes.
Getting no. Well,
One,
got a
one,
professor,
two, go draw 4.
but no locations.
And
Searching for locations and
yeah,
unable to find one.
sadly, that location was off the map.
Different location. Oh, based with her last class to play, which is going to be Paladin. And we could probably see.
Let's see. It'll be a bit of a miracle. She'll have to pull off a miracle, and I mean that quite literally, because Chicken is running it back with the rogue. Okay. Interesting that Based decided to keep the class action lawyer. I'm not exactly sure. I guess
Just in case they get a location for the 9/9.
for the ghost.
Yeah. Yep.
I guess it's for the ghost. That's why
Exactly.
she kept it.
Yep. Gleaming Concoction. Go for the more draw.
Mm-hmm.
We never had any locations last time. If you try and get it early and see what happens.
Or not. Yeah, it's
Destroy
purple and green.
Yep.
Need a bit more spice over here.
And now we're just gonna tempo out, right?
Yep.
Concoctor, what do we get? What do we get?
Draw.
It's the yellow. Yellow. Ghoulish Alchemist.
Oh.
But it's not gonna commit.
That's okay. Ooh. Tyrion
Hey,
looked
it's
good.
Tyrion.
Yep. Sous Chef might not be good. No. Divine Toll.
Wait.
A little bit of board control. I've never seen that card in action, so.
Same here.
Here comes Putricide.
And you can kind of get a bit of value off of it, get another potion. It's the Deadly Shot potion. Concoctor, what are we concocting this time? It's a slimy prep.
Destroy an enemy. So was it destroy? 2/4. Yay.
Yep.
Super Chicken happy.
It's a happy chicken is a happy. I don't know.
My client has the heart of
But it's strange. We've been seeing a lot of these pop-off plays with these Miracle Rogue decks, but we've only seen a location like a handful of times.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah.
No location yet. So if Super Chicken getting.
But I also think that's like a testament to how good these players are. Like
Yeah.
they don't need to rely on the location to make these kinds of insane plays that Miracle Rogue is capable of.
Yep.
And as you can see, we got a Colossal. What are you predicting this time? Because last time you're correct.
Not sure where the Colossal's going to go. We'll say Something gross. Neptulon? No, that wasn't a colossal. What was it? Hydrolodon. There we go.
That can take care of this very easily.
Yep.
And the Katori, of course.
What are we doing here?
Fan of Knives. Okay, I see where Chicken's going with this.
Yep.
Trade the Hydra into both. Okay, that made sense.
Yep. So, big board to deal with. Not anything good.
It's unfortunate that like the
Ooh.
Great
Primordial Drake.
Garden's Grace hasn't been like discounted very much. It's actually very unfortunate. It's like sitting dead in Base's hand. But what do you take here?
Primordial is good,
I
but
guess
it's so far away right now. Oh, we get the coin. Never mind. So next turn, you deal with the board a little bit.
Yes. Like you trade into the actual Hydra and then go Primordial.
Yeah, just got to see how much damage is on the board because the Chicken's at 25 right now. So
And
that is lethal.
doing everything.
Ding. That is lethal.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Chicken with the big 25 damage. So that brings us to our favorite words in all of THL. Game 5. So.
Where's the? Can someone put on Silver Scrapes for me? I am not singing it.
Super Chicken's Rogue going up against. Sorry, Super Chicken's Priest going up against Paladin. So. 2-2 is the score. Let's see how fast this game goes.
Now that you mention it, this is like a lot slower. Like they're playing a lot slower than how it was in Heroes. Hero series.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that. I don't know if you ever get into a groove where it basically things are just falling into place, and I play this, I get this, I play that. So
yeah, like the pace is really different compared to what we saw in the last series. So
okay,
Shadow Priest,
Undead Priest versus Pure Pally.
Yep.
For all the marbles, well, technically all the marbles have already been decided for APM, but Super Chicken just trying to get points. So.
Hey, that's what we fight for here in right in Legacy and Hero. Like you fight for points. As long as you're getting points, that's kind of all that matters. Since every point kind of counts.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
Get you into the playoffs. So hey, I noticed something in Rogue games that Super Chicken may have not.
What?
How many locations does he have in his hand right now? He's got 2. So Priest is greater than Rogue for locations.
Apparently. Shadow Priest is much more kind, and like Rogue is supposed to be the shadowy kind of. Like, yeah, you operate in the shadows. Speaking of Shadow Ascendant.
Gonna buff up a chicken.
Our nice little chicken.
Who's gonna get
our
slight deduction in power, possibly. Nope. Gonna get punched in the face by a.
I think we're gonna go face here. I can see. Like,
ooh,
I don't know if you would want to trade.
Yeah, gotta get rid of that thing. So.
Yeah, get rid of the. Huh? Yeah. Okay.
So what are they hoping to grab? Oh. Well, no
Katori.
Buff. Yeah.
That's not great. I not sure if I'm happy about getting Kotori life played there.
Does the
'Cause-
location do the buffing? Oh, it's a holy spell. Okay, so
Nah, yeah, it's only a holy spell. Contradictory to the archetype that Super Chicken is playing.
exactly. All right, so Super Chicken handling the board. Another lawyer coming out.
And now, Beast can throw down a light ray this turn, actually.
Yep,
Need a bit more spice over here.
2 more. Yep.
Two
Okay.
more, and then, yeah, light ray. And not to mention that the Maul is gonna buff up someone by 5. That's a 7/6 chef.
Oh, that's ugly. Wow. Okay.
Yikes. All that hard work. Oh, hurts my heart as an aggro player like myself.
Board? What board?
I don't see a board. Oh wait, it's this board.
Base just basically throwing everything but the kitchen sink
You
right
kind of
now.
have to.
She's
Right.
yeah. There's nothing else you can do except just play the cards you got and go
Yeah.
and cross your fingers that they don't have anything to respond with. But that
Yes.
location has been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey you, install these.
Bozic. Yeah. You know what? The next player of the week nominee. I might as well just not put Bozic in the category.
good choice.
Bozic has been putting in work.
Okay. Kelthros.
Yep, Kalthros, and then oh wow, okay, and then you can put down one of the Bozic tokens.
Then bump.
Give it a rush.
No, you don't want to bump the Posic, right? 'Cause
No, you don't.
you can't bump the
You don't
4-3.
want to do that.
Can't bump the 4-3 either because you're going to die.
Yeah.
Potential of dying.
12/8 Theadrin is actually. Wait, no, please don't do this, Based.
No, I think she may have a good. She has to get rid of one of them.
I guess.
Faith.
So,
I guess you might as well risk it for the biscuit, right?
yep. Sit
Yeah.
up on the board. I mean, it's. Can't let a
I mean, I guess
5-4
it's
hit
better
you.
than like having a Bozic, a 5/4 hitting your face every turn.
Yeah.
But
Just unfortunate.
hey,
You're
look, it's a location.
getting...
You know what? I get the feeling we've been carrying Super Chicken this entire time.
Well, I'm just glad it's a trade for trade, right? So
Yes.
So Super Chicken could win this one if by some chance that he slips and falls and disconnects permanently his computer.
Like
Oh,
the
this is a
moment
good
we
one.
the moment we ask for a location to be drawn, it like gets drawn at the very last possible game for Super Chicken. So I think we've been carrying him, and
There you go.
to be honest,
That's not too bad. Curator.
Curator could probably buy some time. Actually, yeah, and then we can like trade off Light Ray.
Oh,
Ooh, we got the time traveling dragon.
so you do here? Do you?
I would probably trade
Well,
because to be you kind of need.
base found lethal. So
GG.
way to make that entertaining there, base. Appreciate it. So for the content instead of for the horde, it's for the content.
Yes.
So we're gonna see if both players
Or the
can.
Blood Elves at this point because of Liadrin.
All right, we'll see. Yeah, because it's one of
So
those
how do we
things.
do this? Because I think it would like each won their respective series.
Yep.
So what do you plan to do?
Just asking if both players want to jump in for an interview if you have time, if they have time.
Yeah. So what do we do? I guess we do based first since it's most recent series.
Sure. You can. They're both ready to go, so I'm just going to invite them here. All right. Congratulations to both of you. Highly unusual.
This is weird. A double interview, huh?
But pretty.
Yeah, I was like when you asked like, oh, do you both want to hop in for an interview? I was I was like really confused for a second there.
Yeah,
It's
that series was really back and forth for both of you. So I guess how do you want to do this, Saku?
well, we'll start with the hero series so we can get Based to walk us through.
Okay, let's see. So game one was Rogue versus Priest. Sound when my hand was super weird. Or is that I don't remember. I have to look at replays. What happened?
It's not like you guys played similar decks or anything in both series, right?
I changed.
Did I play it that turn?
Okay, this is just the one where I made the 9/9 ghost early.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where the big person came down and caused issues.
Yeah, it's just how that one wins. And Chicken did not have the one drop, which is had to spend a coin to do the one. That's right. Yeah, that's how Rogue wins that one. I don't know. When you get to make a 9/9 on turn 4, it's pretty good, as my findings in all games.
Mm-hmm.
And then game 2 was the one I had the weird hand where I was like, I'm just gonna fight for board as hard as I can, play out this, step it, all that stuff, I believe. And the Death Knight did playing for board better.
So about that Death Knight game, there was a chance where you could have taken Obliterate. Did you know that you would be able to have like lethal on the next turn, after playing Grave Strength, or was this something that you kind of had to like consider over one over the other?
Is that for Chicken?
That might have been for Chicken.
Oh,
yeah.
In the first series?
Yeah, the first series, because you got you got the fill the board.
Yeah, the Scourge.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened there?
It's hard one to kind of remember just because of the way the series has gone for both.
Yeah, everything's fading from my memory very quickly.
Like, Rogue doesn't have a ton of damage from hands, so
right.
The going and filling up your board is probably the play.
Yeah, I figured the Scourge was probably good enough to get me there. Yeah, I remember the Scourge in the game after that was kind of weird. Where like I was surprised to not. I don't know how likely a taunt is on the Scourge, but I haven't played I only play the card when I get it in like these games.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I find I do hit a taunt, but yeah, it was a bit awkward not hitting one in either of the games there. The second in the mirror, when I hit the Scourge, I had like a pretty tough decision between like Blood Boil was like Harmonic Mood and the Scourge, and yeah, I'm not really sure. I think like maybe I would have lost anyway because I didn't really have an answer for Marogar no matter what.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit tough. I think like maybe my Scourge just needed to be better. I just need to like super high roll a Scourge there. So probably the correct decision. But yeah, like that was a crazy good discover. I wish I could have taken all three there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually watching that right now. It's like when we were playing the mirror, I was like, how do I play around Mirogar the whole game? And I was like, I can't. I just lose if Mirogar comes down right.
Yeah, and like especially because like the I mean, I guess like after I played the Scourge, it ended up being like a pretty close board battle. Like you were one off lethal, I think, and then I was like, okay, well, either this gets there or it doesn't. And then the Marigar came down. I was sad, but yeah, that mirror is a little draw dependent.
Yeah, a little. Although it has to be guessed that's kind of the case with a lot of mirrors in general. Like, and it's all about not just how you draw, but also like how each side navigates the turns. So, yeah.
I mean, if one side draws Marigar and the other doesn't, and the game gets that long, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the mirror is a lot more honest when no one draws it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the last game was just it got on board quick, and Rogue didn't get to make a giant minion.
Yep.
Early enough.
Oh, that one was I was a little sad. That was like the one where I was playing Rogue, right? And I kind of ran. Oh, yeah. Like I had a couple. I had a couple opportunities to take draw, and yeah, in hindsight, I probably should have. But I was like really trying to fight for board. The fact that like I think I picked the 3 damage off of my second potion belt option, and then like I got the 3 damage again off of the random future side thing was like a little bit sad. But like yeah, just that I find like that matchup's pretty weird because you do end up just like trying to go in with like Putrescide and just like jamming all your concoctions early and just hoping it gets there, which is kind of like how it ended up both ways when we were playing that matchup.
Yeah, I agree. Like you did the right thing and then just ran out of stuff. I think that you trust that you're going to get, door shadows and things like that, or like, I mean, Putrescide didn't make a single draw card for you, and you made Vanity potions.
Yep.
And then going through games, we're now in game 1 of the match 2 where I ultra scammed as Rogue.
Yeah, ignore the fact where I had lethal and missed it. I did have exact lethal there, and then I was one corpse off of having like enough to play Grave Strength, and then I thought this is a bit of a mobile gaming moment, kind of live and die by the phone, where I didn't realize I thought I had 5 mana instead of 6, so I was like, oh, okay, well I'm just gonna I'll just have to like set up for a Grave Strength next turn. And then I played something and I realized I actually had 6 mana that turn. I was like, oh, okay, well that's pretty sad. And yeah, rightfully punished the turn after. So that was a little bit unfortunate. I think like the series probably ends in maybe the same amount of games.
Probably.
In probably the same way, but yeah, I was like pretty tilted when I realized that I made that mistake because yeah, that was a pretty silly mistake.
It happens. Like, we're not perfect, so like if anything, like I didn't see the line either. So, like it's one of those things where like with more time it like yeah.
Yep.
All I can say is that I won't learn my lesson and I will continue to play on my phone.
Consistency is great, eh? So
agreed.
Yes.
I'm starting on 3 against Paladin. Rude.
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
was.
watching that back. I'm like,
Whoops. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I feel like the Battlefield Necromancer and Hawkstrider are just like the two hardest minions for a Paladin to deal with.
You're
I
basically.
just like
It
hit
was
both of them.
really crazy. It was really annoying. The Battlefield Necromancer was really causing problems for the Paladin, which I didn't expect it to be big Paladin, by the way.
it's not big Paladin. It's
It's
pure
pure.
Paladin. I just
Of course,
drew
it's the
pretty bad.
Pure?
control pure
Yeah.
Paladin.
There's no
Control
control.
Pure? Oh my god, how did
What
I
do you
not
mean?
see that?
There's no consecration or anything. It's just
Oh, okay,
pure
okay.
Paladin creator.
I saw the Muckborn servant. I figured it was like some sort of control-y type of pure Paladin.
It's the
Mhm.
Garden's Grace for extra damage from hand, so Muckborn helps find some
Oh,
holy
right,
stuff.
yeah.
It's
Oh, right, because it's like the boogie down version, which like runs
Yeah.
Garden's Grace a lot more.
yeah. So it like has some damage from hand, so it can actually finish games when it gets ahead on board. I think it was supposed to just play out Blood Matriarch on 2, so you had to answer it instead of get to do things. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't know if I was winning against double Murlocula and Hawkstrider.
Yeah, that was It was kind of like the when you had lawyer is when the Murloculas came out, is to get one of those before you get your other lawyer, and maybe that would have helped a little, but I think it was still an uphill battle as it was. So yeah.
I mean, it's Paladin. It
Yeah.
doesn't get to like choose what it does. It
Nope.
just gets to play the cards that it drew because it's Paladin.
That's exactly what we said. You just play the cards and they do stuff. So
It's my fault
Yes.
for not bringing a deck that gets to make choices.
And we like it when cards do stuff.
I mean, they all do things, just slowly.
there you go.
Okay.
So we got what's the next one is your Death Knight versus Super Chicken's Rogue.
Yeah.
Which was sad for Chicken because no locations ever came.
Oh yeah, I was telling Saku how like we were essentially carrying you because we were begging for a location, and like it just didn't come. So yeah, it was really unfortunate. And
Yeah, I was like, I definitely the pivot to Frost in Legacy definitely tripped me up a little bit. I was I was a little bit surprised to see the egg come down on one. I was like, oh, that's or no, sorry, is the egg on 2 and the weapon on 1? Or...
I didn't block the screenshot, so you knew it was Frost, right?
Yeah, but who? I just like looked for the Demon Hunter ban. I'm like, I just figured we were like 120 running it back. So I was like, all right, let's just jump into it. I was like so ready to speedrun like the whole thing.
I threw off. I used the restroom. I switched out my Death Knight.
Yeah, I switched out like a couple of cards, but it was the same decks.
I see.
Because my plan did change a little bit. Because in the first series, I'd been a bit worried about running into Blood Death Knight, and like I figured that might pose a bit of problem. So I put Fizzle in my Rogue in the first series, and then took it out for the second one. And yeah, like I think I changed a couple other cards, but it was mostly minor stuff. Like these are kind of the decks I've been enjoying and playing mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like I'm still really unsure on how good Frost Death Knight is. Still, like I know Neji's a huge Frost Death Knight believer, and it definitely has like it's good matchup still. I'm just not super sure.
I mean, Frost Death Knight is still pretty good, but kind of falls off like at like higher levels.
Well,
so,
like it's really
good if
against
you're
Rogue.
like
based.
Listen,
Yeah, let based.
The way I
finish.
see it is this: Frost Death Knight is only good if you're me and you're a noob.
It's like it's really matchup. Like I'd rather play Unholy on ladder. I'd rather play Unholy just ever, and I hate Blood. So it's like, how do I build a lineup that doesn't play Blood Death Knight? Because what a boring deck. And then like if Frost is good against in the mirror, like it's good against Unholy. And it's good against Rogue. So that's why I was like, okay, I'll switch it up. And then both Death Knights are fine against Undead Priest. So. And it's a little bit better against Control Priest, in case you'd made that pivot, was my other thought. that one, the Rogue versus Death Knight one was just the anti-magic shield went so hard that
Oh my god, that like
Mm-hmm.
that just ended the game on the
Yeah.
spot. I was like, oh, I had like had a couple of bone spikes too, and they just
Yeah.
like didn't do anything. I was so sad.
Well, yeah, when you ripped Door Shadow, I'm like, this is always Bone Spike, and then it was.
It was bone spike. Yeah, 3 bone spikes would have been very nice to play them on a minion.
Okay, and then we had the Paladin versus Rogue after that.
Yep.
Which I don't know. I still think that you keep class action just because it's such a blowout if they can make the big minion, which is what I did.
Yeah. And Garden's Grace in your hand was kind of clunky, but
It was, yeah.
It's very
Garden's
tricky.
Grace is kind of sitting there. So,
Yeah, that's why I picked the 7 mana bell spell to like activate it, find toll. Because I was like, I need something to actually make that a playable card. Didn't happen. The early huge potions play was really good with Future Side,
Mhm.
which I mean, Rogue's favored here anyways.
Yeah.
He's suspected.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on that one, Chicken?
Yeah, not too much. Like I just had the rogue versus paladin. I just kind of had the swing turn, and it like was pretty tough for you to get back into the game.
yeah.
And the
Yeah.
last one was Paladin.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty like the ending of that game was kind of interesting. That was a pretty like unlucky hit of the weapon onto the Liadrin.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this hits any of the 3. Like I have a shot. And then if I had drawn Garden's Grace at the end instead of Curator, I had enough damage. Is what I was counting on. Or like I would have had to hit Muckborn at the end to like rip Holy Mackie roll. That's still in standard, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's Sunken City.
Yeah, I was like, I need to find some sort of heal off of that. Didn't. Yeah, I was like doing the math. I was like, okay, if I take off the it's like 1 damage less going into my face. Although if I kill the shadow, right, because you deal 7 damage to me instead of 8 with the death rattle and the
Yeah.
shadow. But I think I was supposed to kill the shadow. Yeah, I think I was supposed to kill the shadow. Was I?
What turn are you on right now? The 6 right now?
It was on turn 7 where it rolled wrong. Yeah, that was actually a huge misplay. I was supposed to kill the shadow, but yeah, I did the math and was like, oh well, I take 1 less damage. Not thinking, well, I leave 2 bodies on the board doing that, and the death rattle's still in there for that one. So like that was a huge misplay because I think if I don't kill Pozic instead, I'm in like such a better spot. Yeah, that
So-
was the throw.
So that 3/3 should have gone into the 4/3.
Yeah, the 3/3 should have just gone into 4/3, and then I just keep the 1/2s.
Right.
Oh yeah, I was pretty surprised by that trade as well. I was thinking about it. I'm like, I figured like I had missed something, and I was like,
no.
oh, I guess that like that is. I was thinking like, oh, maybe that is better. But yeah, it just ended up being a bit more damage for me. I did have like 2 extra damage in hand with like that 2 drop that deals 2.
The Bone Flanger.
Yeah.
I like, okay, so instead Let's do the math here. So instead, I'm at 13. You can press 6. Okay, so you can set me to 2 on that turn. Okay, it doesn't matter then.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a misplay, but like it didn't.
It wasn't.
Change the outcome.
Yeah. It was kind of like the same. So.
Yeah, you had checkmate in that position unless I drew lethal.
All
and
right.
Actually, no. I think it would have been worse for me because I wouldn't have been able to play the Seal of Blood. Oh.
You found lethal anyway.
Yeah, I found the lethal.
And that's all that matters.
I can always
Listen,
find a lethal.
if the hero portrait explodes, then it's worth it.
That's right.
Whatever turn the hero portrait explodes is the player that wins.
First,
real and true.
there you go. But thank you so much for casting or having both your matches on stream and actually being here to kind of walk us through the HS replay side of things.
Yep.
But yeah. So any final thoughts before we let everybody go for the evening?
I just want to say thanks for setting this all up, and yeah, thanks to both of you, Saku and Eternal, for helping out with this.
Appreciate it. It was great casting. Thank you, Saku, for carrying me.
Hardly, dude. So, based.
Yeah, thanks and good games, Chicken. It's always super fun.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Always happy, and also thank you for Bouncy Knight there jumping in on the first match there. It ended up leaving at 3:00 their time in the morning. So dedicated THL caster right there, I tell you.
Yes.
So.
Which the action's not over. Like we have a couple matches tomorrow.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
I think
for Salty Saturdays.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Wild Nine's got lined up. I think it's a trios match.
Yeah, I like all the publicity we're getting for trios.
Yeah, so then Sunday's coming in with Swago versus the 8 Men. That's also trios at 9 p.m. Eastern. So stay tuned for those. Yeah. And again, thanks everybody for watching tonight's both matches. Congrats to both players for winning, which is kind of funny to say, but cool to say.
Yes.
But yeah, so we will see everybody tomorrow night at probably either 8 p.m. Eastern or 9 p.m. Eastern. So stay tuned to the THL. Take care, everybody, and
Good night.